Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I'm coming to you with another one of my Robotech RPG tactics updates. And the fateful day has arrived. As you can see, I've got the box in front of me here, and we are going to do an unboxing. And then future videos are going to be explaining the rules, assembling the miniatures, painting them, building terrain, and gameplay. So you're going to get a lot of stuff coming up in the near future. But right now, all we're going to do is the unboxing. I'm using my webcam, and we're going to see what we have in store for us today. Okay. Okay, that was a horrible cut. I'm using scissors instead of a box cutter. All right, let's see what we get in this thing. Well, the first thing we get is an invoice. Okay, it says I've got a Battle Cry bag. In addition to 2 main box games and 2 sets of decals. I thought I ordered more than that, but it might equate to 2 box games. Okay, so, and we do. Check this out. We've got 2 copies of the box. Let's put it off to the side. Oh, what's this? We've got some kind of without focus. That's a beautiful piece of art. Maybe hang that on my wall somewhere. Okay, that's a piece of art. Second box game. Looks beautiful. Package material. And then they said, okay, here's the 2 sets of decals they said I received. That would be the Zentradi and the UEDF decal sheets. Set them off to the side. And then, of course, the bag that they said I received, which is the Battle Cry bonus items, round 1. So maybe there's an additional round, I don't know. And there's an empty box. Put them off to the side. Alright, well, we have 2 boxes, so we don't necessarily need to open both boxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to angle the camera down so that you guys can see what's going on. And what I'll also do is move this bag out of the way. We'll put 1 box here, and I'll take 1 box and set it off to the side somewhere. There we go. Okay, first of all, shrink wrapped, looks beautiful. Has a nice bottom. Let's see. That's as far as that's going. Okay. Alright. I know the glare from the light might be affecting what you're seeing here, but basically it's pretty cool. It's got some art. You know, if you want, you can even use those as kind of like a painting reference, you know, for your miniatures. Okay, so let's cut into this box. Of course, I buried my scissors, but here we go. Much better. See, I ordered some I ordered like a Mach 2 monster, and I ordered the Zentradi infantry and stuff like that, and I don't think that's in this pack. I mean, I haven't really looked that deep into it yet, but I bet you that's not. I bet you this is, when they say bonus items round 1, maybe when round 2 comes around, we'll actually get the complete order. If not, I'll have some words. But it's still October. It's October 31st. So, you know, I don't know how long I've been waiting for this. 2 years? No. Year and a half, probably. Okay, so let's open this thing up. It's a lot of vacuum. Okay. Whoever was on YouTube that said these boxes aren't any good, you know, and they fall apart, well, you must be really abusing these boxes, because this box is pretty sturdy. I don't see any problem with that box. Ooh, and it's got the new box smell too. So it smells like white paint, or, you know, like house paint. All right, so let's see if I move this off to the side right there, and I'll put the items right here. Here we go. What do we got? We got purple and red tokens for the UEDF. Looks like there's about 10 tokens in there, and looks like there's about 10 tokens in there too. You know, I'm going to use like glass beads, you know, and these tokens are great, but I'm more of a glass bead kind of person that you buy at your local hobby store. Okay. And it comes with decals inside. Okay, now that's what I thought, because so I've got two sheets of decals in this box, two decals in that box, and then I also got these extra decal sheets, which looks like they come with 2 of each. So it looks like I got a total of 4 sheets for each faction. That's pretty cool. Set that off to the side. Looks like we have, jump to the cool stuff. Okay, we got some dice here. Now these dice are pretty sizable. I'm going to say they're probably the 16 millimeter kind. They might be 20 millimeter across. These are pretty sizable dice. You can compare them to, like, here's a penny, right? You can kind of compare that these are fairly large dice. They're not the little dice. They're not like the dice that I normally play with. These are like good sized dice. I mean, you know, they're not too large, is what I'm trying to say. They're like medium sized dice. But I don't normally play with medium sized dice. I normally play with little dice, like the little 12 millimeters. These things look like they're the 16. And you get the UEDF symbols, which are the number 6. They're dice. Nice. Okay. A bag full of bases. Okay. These are the 40 millimeter bases. And that's all that's in there, is just a wad load of 40mm bases. Okay, nice. Moving on. Boy, those are tiny. Okay. We have the blast template. You get the blast template. You can't really see anything. On the table, you wouldn't really be able to see anything. So it might be best to take a marker or something and note the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and maybe even the arrows that go to them. You know, I don't know the rules yet, so we'll figure it out. You got the obligatory Ninja Division advertisement, you know, sheet. It looks like they're advertising other games like Super Dungeon and Relic Knights, you know, which is another couple of their games from Ninja Division. Also Hell Dorado and Tentacle Bento. What is that, tentacle porn? I mean, I don't know. Okay. It didn't look like it though. All right. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Pulling out everything that's not like a miniature itself. Okay, we did get a large template. This is probably 50 to 60mm. I'm not sure. I'd have to break out the ruler to measure it. But yeah, that's probably for the Glog Officer's Pod. Okay. Okay, there's Robotech role-playing game, Riffs, this Palladium advertisement. Okay. You have the additional Robotech RPG Tactics miniature boxes that you can get. Now, I see I should have one of these. I should have a Mach 3 Monster. I should also have this pack. Maybe not the Armored Infantry. Yeah, I think it was the Armored Infantry. A dozen of them or whatever. Yeah, I'm supposed to have this and this pack. And I don't see them. That's probably Wave 2. Or not Wave 2, but yeah, who knows. Okay, then we have the rule book. Okay, which is all in color. Supposed to be easy to read. You have the different unit types, vehicle types. You have heroes. You have, of course, the UEDF and the Zentradi. But I understand you also have the malcontents, which is the guys towards the end of the series, you know, the first Macross series, when the Zentradi were fighting against, you know, basically they were like rebels or whatever you want to call them. And then you have different scenarios that you can play, deployment areas, take and hold, and convoy defense, things like that. Then you have campaign rules if you want to do like an extended campaign where you can do battle after battle. Then there's role-playing adaptions, and then paint schemes. That's pretty good. There's quite a few paint schemes in here. That's good. That's nice. And then, of course, a page of advertisements. Okay. And it looks like there was an index. Yep, there's an index. Things in the rules. And a table of contents. All right. It's not very extensive. Just chapter heads, it looks like. Looks like it might be an enjoyable read. I'll be doing that. Okay. Holding off on the cards. Gonna wait for those. Okay, what do we got here? We got a I'm gonna assume that this is like an assembly guide. Okay, you got the Veritech. We'll call it Valkyrie. Defender, Tomahawk, the Fighter, the Guardian, the Battloid. And we got the Phalanx, the Spartan, sold separately. Oh, Phalanx, sold separately. Okay, but remember right here we got the regular battle pod, the Glog officer pod, the recon pod, the recovery pod, and of course the artillery pod. Where's the recon pod? Oh, recon pod, yeah. Right. Okay, that's pretty cool. And if you don't have one already, it comes with a ruler on the bottom. Okay. You get to playing right away. Don't need to go out and buy a ruler. Well, I do notice that there is a loose head, or looks like a regular body battle pod, like the lasers on the top of their head. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, we got a sprue for the, like the recovery pod. All right, now put that away. I'm going to kind of put that off to, I'll put that away too. Okay, this looks like a sprue for the battle pods. And it looks like, just from what I can tell, it comes with 3 of them. 1, 2, 3 sets of legs. 1, 2, 3 backs. 6 feet. You know, so I'm going to say this is 3 battle pods. That's the front. That's the back. You can see it does have the sprue. What am I trying to say? It does have the pin and hole connectors, so you can line everything up just the way you want it. They are slightly posable, so you can move them around quite a bit. There's another one of these, making this a total of 6. Another 9. Another 12. Okay, so you're going to get 12 regular battle pods. And I'm going to assume this is the officer pod, because you got the 2 halves of the legs, you got the arms. That's legs. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to take a look at that. But you got the body, you got the feet, and look all, and you got little bitty feet. Maybe there's 2 pods here. Maybe it's the recon pod is included in this, or the artillery pod. I'm going to have to double check that. Yeah, but these are the arms of the officer pod, the other sides of it. Yeah, this looks like the left and right of each of the legs of the officer pod, and then you got these legs, remember the recon or artillery pod. I'm going to have to look at that. Okay, so that's the Zentradi. That's all the Zentradi pieces you get. Now we're going to go with the UEDF. Okay, this looks like, well, of course it's Veritech. Valkyrie. It's got legs extended, so I'm gonna, and they're not like full length, so I'm gonna say this is a Guardian mode where it's 50-50, you know, half fighter, half walker. Gonna have to say that's the same. You can pause the video and take screenshots or whatever if you want to take a look at some of these parts. So I'm seeing each one of these sprues is 1 vehicle, so that's 2, and then this would be 3. 4 Guardians so far, 4 Guardians. 5 Guardians. 5 Guardians. Okay, looks like you're getting 5 Guardians. Okay. Now this looks like it would be the fighter mode because you've got the legs folded up underneath the ship, the fighter, and then it's got the bombs and missile racks and stuff. So this is a fighter, the fighter mode. 1 and 4 more of those. There are a total of 5 fighters. Haven't seen any Battloids yet. So we've got 5 and 5, right? 5 and 5? Okay. Okay, now we're going to go in these. This is a big sprue. You notice that these sprues are like twice as big as these, as those. And this is the Battloids. And it looks like you're going to get 2 Battloids per sprue because I'm seeing 1, 2 right there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, so 2 Battloids per, and then you got like a little jump, have them lifted off the ground, you know, like they're floating or just getting ready to land or whatever. Okay, so you're looking at 2 of them, right? And you get 2 more of these sprues. So that's a total of 6 of those. So you get actually you get 15, you get a total of 16 of them because you get the, or I should say you get 6 Battloids, you get 5 Guardians, and you get 5 fighters. So basically you just get 1 extra Battloid because when it comes to the Vertex, it takes 3 miniatures to equal 1 model because he can change, you know, between different modes. Okay, I did notice something just real quick. I don't know if you can focus in on that right there. That piece is bent. It should look a lot like that, or like, yeah, it's got one that's kind of twisted. I'm just kind of turn the camera a little bit so you can kind of, that piece right there. Okay. Doesn't look like that on the other sprue, but that's okay because you get 1 extra Battloid anyway, and so you're not going to need to worry about it. So let's put those away. And now you get 2 additional sprues right here. And these, I assume, and they are different types of sprues. They are not the same sprue. They are 2 different ones. And this one looks like the Tomahawk because it has the particle cannon. And there's 4 particle cannons. So I'd say 2 Tomahawks right there. And because these have the Defender guns, I'm going to say there's probably 2 Defenders here. So we get 2 Tomahawks and 2 Defenders. Okay. Now these cards are, they're kind of thin. I think I'm going to need to laminate them. Oh, trash. Yeah. These are super thin. Okay, now how thick are these? These are just a little bit, these are thinner than a playing card. These are kind of like a postcard thickness. Okay, and there's nothing on the back of that except for an icon. So that what that means is you can always play with it face down. You'll never have to pick it up and turn it over. You can just, and they are kind of laminated in a way that you can write on them. Okay. Any of these guys have anything on the back? No, but they do have stats on them, skill abilities. Each faction has its own card for faction abilities because some of the factions have special rules. And we'll get into that when we go into the rule video. This is just showing you what comes in the box. And then you got the, I guess those are squadron cards. And then these are telling you what the individual vehicle can do that are in those squadrons. So like if you have a Destroyed squadron with 4 Tomahawks, you're going to need the Tomahawk card so you know what the Tomahawks can do. But yeah, it comes with, like there's the Defender, the Tomahawk, different Valkyries, Glog, and it basically just tells you, and then Heroes too, what they can do. Yeah, Chiron. And some that I don't even know who they are. I might have made them up for the game. Okay. Now, these itty bitty cards right here, itty bitty. These are only 3 fingers wide, right? 3 fingers by 2 fingers. So I'm going to say they're probably about 2. They're not even 2 by 3. I'm going to say they're probably 2.5 by 1.5. These things are pretty tiny cards. I don't know what they're for. They're like if I wanted to add 2 defenders as the defender squad, add 2 defenders to your Destroyed Core Force card squadrons, and it tells me how many points they are. So I could, you know, just add a couple of extra guys to my squadron or whatever. So instead of a squadron of 4, I could have, I guess, a squadron of 6. But I'm going to have to read the rules on that. Defender Destroyed Squad. Command Destroyed Upgrade. Tomahawk Squad. A Glog and a Glog Elder. I don't know what that is. Okay. Regulate Squad. Valkyrie Squad. When they say squad, it's usually 2. What's this? This has got VF1R upgrade. Replace any combination of 2 VF1As or VF1J variants, normal and super. Okay. Basically, they look like they're going to be upgrades to your unit cards, so your unit cards can have like little bonuses and perks. That's what that looks like. Okay, well, that is what comes in the box. Okay, so let's transfer all this back into the bottom of the box, because this is the top. Get quite a bit in there. See, there's quite a bit in there. Vacuum. All right, well, that's the end of our Robotech Tactics, our RPG Tactics unboxing part 1. I'm going to split this into 2 videos. So part 2 is going to be what do I get in my accessory bag. Come back and check that out.